Hey, good evening, Facebook family. Today was a very rough day for me, and I say for me, but I can't even begin to put myself in the shoes of the family who buried 12-year-old little Elizabeth today. It was a very emotional day, filled with remembrances, and believe it or not, filled with joy and filled with magic. One thing that I was mindful of today is that as a child, Elizabeth was the epitome of hope and revitalization. She lived her life as a 12-year-old and found everything to be an excitement and a joy and a new experience. So I want to ask you, do you remember the last time that you lived the magic? That you let all of your senses go, abandon all of what you know, all of the conditioned thinking, everything that holds you prisoner? Do you remember the last time that you got childlike? Well, I'm going to tell you that the new class I'm doing, the pendulum class, and I use my aquamarine, the pendulum class I'm doing is filled with lots of wonderment and curiosity, and I'll be bringing my childlike energy to it. It's going to be an environment of learning. It's going to be a simplified environment of learning. And I really do think if you struggle with everyday life, and maybe you just can't make those decisions like you should, or maybe you feel stuck, I'm going to give you some insight using the pendulum that's very practical. Now, a lot of us who come from an age where, we grew up with the Ouija board, I hear that from people. There's nothing. Please, if you're following me, I'm the furthest thing from dark. I'm a spiritual badass, but I'm not going to take you down a path that's dark or deviant or any of that stuff. I simply want to help you create the childlike wonderment that you grew up in. Now, I had a rough childhood, but I can tell you this, there was a lot of childlike wonderment even in my life. So if you want to remember that and you want to release and let go and abandon all your fears, let's learn something new. Come out of your box. Let me help you. And I hope to see you on my pendulum call. I'm sorry I'm not up and springy and all of that, but I really wanted to come to you tonight with a serious message about hope and inspiration. And as I sat here hearing the guidance of the angels, the way that you can regain hope and inspiration and childlike curiosity is by expanding your skill set, by getting into the divine loving tools that have been given to me to teach you. So I hope that I will see you on my webinar. Oh, there's my phone. Details below.